Dr. Rectenwald, in the Economic War Room, we talk about some of the things that you put in your book all the time. The Great Reset, CBDC, ESG, China. I think we're in an economic war, and in fact, I know we're in an economic war. But what you are concluding here in the Great Reset book is you're speaking to a different audience. I'm hoping that you're able to reach some of your former colleagues that have a tinge of honesty left in them. How is your book being received, and tell me what conclusions are making inroads?
Well, I think it's being well received, actually. I haven't had any negative reviews yet. I expect that the left will condemn part of it, and they'll suggest that it's a bunch of conspiracy theory. But I think it's demonstrably not a conspiracy theory, and to call it a conspiracy theory is gaslighting in the extreme, because all the agenda is open, it's avowed, and it's underway. Very clearly, it's underway. And I trace all that down. I tie it to sources. I provide evidence. There's no wild speculation here. This is very, very almost academic, although I try to write in a way that's extremely accessible to just about any lay reader. So, yeah, I think it's being received pretty well. I welcome criticism, but I haven't seen any yet. I don't expect that the left will have many answers for what I'm saying.
No, I think you're right. All right, so you tie together CBDC, you tie together ESG, climate change, all of these things. Give us a quick recap. How are elites using those to force a totalitarian regime on America and the world?
Yeah, so climate change, for example, I call it climate catastrophism, is the ideology behind it, is a pretext for ushering in global governance, really. They say this very clearly, that we need global governance because there's this imminent climate catastrophe. But the science is dubious to begin with, and really the ends are the means are the ends. That is to say, the global governance is really the end that they seek. They only use climate change as a pretext for achieving it, and they have been they've been pushing this for decades, naturally. And with the ESG, they finally have a mechanism for forcing it down our throats, they think. That is, it's an end-around legislation in the democratic process. It doesn't give anybody a choice. It forces these corporations into either complying or being basically canceled, if you will. I call it the woke cartel. Either you're a member of the woke cartel or you're basically bereft of capital investment. And that's what's underway. They're doing this through this ESG as a way to get around governments, to get around the democratic process, to get around voting, to get around legislation altogether. And we're seeing that there's been some pushback now from legislators in the United States. Attorneys general from 20 states have said that we won't have this ESG, we're not going to abide by it, and we won't have any investments with these asset managers and banks who are forcing the ESG regime down our throats.